and I hope you all are keeping well physically as well as mentally. I'm back again with another session on mental health awareness today, and I have a very dignified and respectable lady joining me for the session. She is none other than Dr. Mehak Bansal, who is a renowned pediatrician, an intensivist, and a social worker who is working day and night for the kids and for the welfare of the society. So let's welcome her on board and start the session for today. Thank you for joining me today for this special session. बहुत दिनों से वेट कर रही थी कि आप कब ज्वाइन करेंगी, हम लोग ये सेशन करेंगे, तो फाइनली आज हो रहा है. आई एम रियली हैप्पी.
थैंक यू सो मच.
जी, तो आज स्टार्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि जनरली मैं मेंटल हेल्थ अवेयरनेस के बारे में बोलती हूँ, एंड यू हैव बीन इंस्पायरिंग मी फ्रॉम द डे आई हैव सीन योर वीडियोस डॉक्टर महक. सो आई एम रियली हैप्पी टू बी ए पार्ट ऑफ दिस सेशन, एंड थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी टुडे. तो मैं स्टार्ट करना चाहूंगी, क्योंकि देखिए अभी के बारे में मुझे पता है कि हु इज डॉक्टर महक, लेकिन शुरुआत से स्टार्ट करते हैं. हाउ वाज डॉक्टर महक इन चाइल्डहुड?
Okay, I hail from a simple family in Ludhiana. I spent a very good childhood in Ludhiana till the age of 17, and I wanted to become a doctor, so I became one. So उसके बाद I've always wanted to become a pediatrician. So it's a difficult journey. I mean, you start reading about MBBS, you get admission in college, and that's it. That's about it. So very good. I used to dance. I used to play guitar. I used to, participate in school kids and all that stuff. So it was a good life.
Okay. You always wanted to become a doctor since the beginning?
Yes. I always wanted to become.
You are very lucky in that case, I would say, because not everybody can, achieve their dreams which they want to. तो मेरा जैसे कि जर्नी बहुत ही अलग रहा. I never thought that I will come into tourism and travel industry, and then from there I will start speaking publicly. तो मेरा जर्नी बहुत ही अलग है. But you, I would say that you are very lucky, and you inspire me a lot. I will repeatedly say this because मेरा एक सपना है कि मैं कुछ करूं मेरे देश के लिए. एंड व्हेन आई हैव सीन योर वीडियो ना, द डे आई हैव सीन योर वीडियो, मुझे लगा कि नहीं, मुझे इनसे बात करना है, बिकॉज यू आर सच ए लवली लेडी, एंड आपका दिल बहुत अच्छा है, आप बहुत अच्छा काम करिए सोसाइटी के लिए. तो जैसे कि मैंने एक आपके जोश टॉक्स के सेशन में देखा है, आपने कहा था कि लाइक आपको कुछ बीमारी वगैरह थी ड्यूरिंग योर स्टडीज. तो उसके बारे में अगर आप थोड़ा बता पाए हम लोगों को तो अच्छा रहेगा, कि कैसे अपने स्टडी को ये किया. क्योंकि देखिए, ये यू आर एन इंस्पायरिंग लेडी फॉर नॉट ओनली वुमेन बट ऑल्सो एवरीबडी आउट देयर. क्योंकि आजकल के जमाने में हम लोगों को मेंटल हेल्थ से बहुत जूझना पड़ता है, बिकॉज यू आर ऑल्सो डॉक्टर, आई नो. तो आपका स्टोरी ना बहुत मोटिवेट करता है बहुत लोगों को. तो आपका जर्नी अगर लोगों को ज्यादा पता चले तो आई थिंक इट विल हेल्प अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आउट देयर.
One thing I want to emphasize today is I could do so much because my parents made me an independent girl. And the other important thing is they told me the importance of education. Third, very important thing is you have to make your kids strong. You can make them, you can be very protective till 17 years of age, but once they go out, you have to go out. Either you get married, or you go to a college, or you go for further education. बहुत ही कम लकी बच्चे होते हैं, आप you can say कि they stay with their parents, but usually we have to go out. And when I went to my college, and that was 3,000 miles, Bangalore, where I started my journey after being in Ludhiana for almost 17 years, is that I felt very lonely there. And I became sick. I had a disease which, required hospitalization every month. So I was almost admitted every month. And, MBBS is very demanding. Like, you have to, when you have to become a doctor, you have to work very hard, study very hard. There are many days when you don't sleep, and this is not allowed in certain things. But And everybody used to tell me you should quit MBBS. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. But one thing which kept me going is I never believed in giving up. मैंने बोला कि जो भी होगा आई विल फेस इट, इसको तो मैं फिनिश करूंगी, बिकॉज आई विल नेवर लीव माई ड्रीम्स aside despite whatever is happening. And somehow my parents had made me independent, although my parents are my mother and father is a doctor. He could never come to Bangalore, but I was so much with whatever matlab, I faced things myself. I uh, did completed my MBBS after 5 years. For me that was a good journey, a successful journey, because when you use yourself, see yourself in a hospital every time, every month, मेरी attendance short हो जाती थी because most of the time I was hospitalized. But somehow and नींद पूरी नहीं होती थी, एग्जाम टाइम में बीमार हो जाती थी. So but somehow I finished it. And I realized also one more thing that time कि I have strength to face anything in the world. मुझे fear खत्म हो गया. Once you are admitted in ICU for so many days, आपके अंदर fear खत्म हो जाता है. आपको लगता है every day is a better day, every moment is a better moment, and you live in that moment. Don't wait for the next moment to come. And yes, this made me a better doctor, because when I used to see myself being treated by people, तो मुझे ये लगता था कि नहीं, मुझे ऐसा नहीं बनना. One day my blood pressure was low, I was in the hostel, and I was very sick. But there was no girl in the hostel, despite being doctors, जो मेरे IV line लगा सके. By the time next day I went to hospital, I was immediately shifted to ICU, because मैं सुबह तक और बीमार हो गई थी, dehydrate हो गई थी. So that day I decided कि no, I will not become a doctor जिसको कुछ नहीं आता, जिसको IV लाइन नहीं लगाना आता. Because आजकल मेडिकल एजुकेशन में फोकस सारा होता है, पढ़ लो, PG ले लो, all that stuff. Practical चीजें आपको आनी चाहिए. So yes, that gave me a lot of courage that I want to become something जिसको healing आती हो, जिसको treatment आता हो. And I did a lot of hard work for almost 12 years of education, which we do for becoming this. And yes, never gave up and all that.
आपका मतलब ये जो है ना, डॉक्टर का काम कहते हैं कि भगवान का काम होता है, एंड यू आर डूइंग ए रियली गुड जॉब. तो बैंगलोर से मैं एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ, मेरी भी जर्नी बैंगलोर से ही शुरू हुई है. तो हम दोनों की स्टोरी ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. मैं भी आपके जैसे ही करती हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत करती हूँ, आपके जैसा इतना तो नहीं करती, लेकिन हाँ थोड़ा बहुत करती हूँ. एंड आई रियली वांट टू, जैसे कि मैंने आपको पहले भी कहा था जब हमारी लास्ट बात हुई थी, कि मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ कि बच्चों के लिए आप जो ऐसा कर रही है, ये कब से स्टार्ट हुआ? Like when did you start like working for kids? Like when did all this start? Because you have studied MBBS, you wanted to be a pediatrician. Then after that suddenly क्या ऐसा मोड़ आया जहां से कि आपको लगा कि नहीं, जस्ट यही काफी नहीं है, आई शुड ऑल्सो ज्वाइन एन ऑर्फनेज? और क्या आपने खुद का एनजीओ स्टार्ट किया या फिर यू आर वर्किंग विद सम एनजीओ? लाइक हाउ इज इट?
Basically, when I was doing my pediatrics, one father left his child in my ICU. So
Okay.
he could not afford the treatment, and mother was dead. So baby was 900 grams, and he left the baby in the hospital because he could not afford the treatment. And for 3 months, I almost like took care of the baby, along with my hospital staff, of course. And that was my post graduation period. And then after that, I basically, when I went to an orphanage to drop him, that was really hard for me. I was so attached to him, and तब खुद की भी कुछ salary नहीं होती थी, कुछ भी नहीं होता था. And obviously, it's by law you cannot take a baby like that. So we dropped him in the orphanage, and when I dropped him in the orphanage, I saw so many kids there. I saw a girl who was, thrown in the dustbin by the parents. I saw so many. This is an orphanage in HGB Balkhar in Talwandi, Ludhiana. So then I decided that yes, I'm going to work for them.
ये जो जर्नी रहा, like the journey has been very inspiring. At the same time it might be very tough also. Right now, ma'am, I would like to know, like, what all things you are doing to take care of those kids. As I have seen in one of the videos that I have seen some pictures, like, where are they from? Like, where are the majority of the kids from?
So, as I said, I'm in Ludhiana. So, I'm
Hmm.
working for 5 orphanages in Ludhiana,
Wow.
where we have close to 250 children. And
Mhm.
these children, taking care of not just the medical needs. Yes, I take care of the medical needs of all these children, but they are all my children. They're all my friends. I try and do whatever, connect donors to them, treat them, fulfill their wishes. I have started vocational education for these children because
Beautiful.
I feel that I'm here today because I had some skill. Similarly, these children are from various backgrounds. They are not, all of them are not intellectual. And when I
Hmm.
saw that after 18, they basically are left in the world by themselves. तो कोई फिफ्थ क्लास पास है, कोई सिक्स, कोई सेवन,
Absolutely.
and outside the world, I remember myself being at age of 17, you don't know anything to do. So I got
Absolutely.
scared. I got really scared. Then I started these workshops for them where we teach them baking, we teach them crafts. They made
Wow.
diyas this time in Diwali, and we earned about 16,000 rupees from those diyas, envelopes. They make soaps, and they make cakes, and they are doing computer classes and little
Brilliant.
bit of things. I'm looking forward to stitching, and beautician courses are already on for these babies. And I want they should be strong, they
Right.
should earn, they should be able to stand on their own feet despite whoever is there or not there behind them once they turn 17 or 18. I just want these kids to become so independent that they should be able to take care of them once they are on their own in their life. And other than that, yes, I'm a child welfare committee member. I was, elected by the district administration to work for children. So we take care of the legal aspects of children abandoned, raped, abused, and so many things. So right now, I have children who are being abused and they are being treated in my hospital, and I take care of the legal aspects of these children. And along with that,
Wow.
I'm working for prevention of child abuse for the last 8 years. That means I
My
have
goodness.
completed a workshop for them. I go to schools, orphanages, places where I teach them good touch, bad touch, self protection techniques. What is the meaning of consent? We call it self awareness programs where we teach the children like about all the menstrual cycle, reproduction, because I think we don't share the knowledge with them in simple words. If I tell you, Momita, you can do so many things, this is that, this is that, you should be able to tell it to your friends. And somehow
Absolutely.
we all feel that it is a taboo. And in this way, you must be seeing so many children being abused every day in and out. So my this journey is about 8 years old, and I have been working for various orphanage, various schools in Ludhiana and Punjab, where I do the workshops for kids for the prevention of child abuse. And I work with a Childline, which is an Indian body, Childline Ludhiana, where when we identify a child is being abused, then we try and provide him or her legal help, and nab the victim, provide medical counseling, medical treatment, any financial support, anything for those children.
You are doing a great job. The world needs more people like you. I wish I could join you, but we stay much far. But in case if I can help you in any way, like from Bangalore or from Guwahati, I would be really happy to, be a part of your team. And one more thing. The thing is, what is, see, you have told a very important thing that after the age of 18, every child should be independent and they should stand on their own feet. So whatever you're doing is a really good thing. And I had one idea. Okay, I just want to share it with you. See, I had one idea of, like, combining an orphanage and a old age home together. क्योंकि क्या होता है, ओल्ड एज होम के जो मतलब जो हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स या फिर उनके एज के अबव द सीनियर सिटीजन्स ऑफ द country, they have so much to share, but sometimes they are left alone only because their children can't take care of them. So if these two things are merged together, बच्चों को एक गाइडेंस मिल जाएगा बड़ों का, और बड़ों को भी बच्चे मिल जाएंगे जिन्हें वो अच्छे से पाल सके, एंड इन दैट केस आई थिंक वो जब बड़े भी होंगे तो एक ऐसे एनवायरनमेंट में बड़े होंगे व्हिच विल फील लाइक ए फैमिली। तो क्या इसके बारे में आपने कभी सोचा है? बिकॉज मुझे नहीं पता रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस के बारे में, बिकॉज यू आर ऑलरेडी अटैच्ड टू ऑर्फनेजेस एंड ऑल, सो दैट्स आई एम
We
आस्किंग यू।
have places where we have kids also and we have old people also. They don't mingle much. I think they both belong
अच्छा।
to the baby categories. They're both
अच्छा।
baby. Yeah, so they have their
हाँ।
own world. They are happy in their own world. Kids have their own, their requirements a lot. आपको कई बार ओल्ड एज में लगता है बच्चे बहुत शोर कर रहे हैं, सो इट्स नॉट लाइक
अच्छा।
कि या सो वी हैव प्लेसेस वेयर वी हैव कंबाइंड, बट यस आई डोंट थिंक सो, बिकॉज यू नो you have to look at practical aspects also. हम जो orphanages चलाते हैं हमें पता है कि वो क्या उनके अंदर, we don't have funds from the government doesn't help anyone, right? So we don't have much funds from the government, it's mainly donation based. आप एक ही चीज,
राइट।
you can do only one thing, you can't be doing two things. There are organizations like Red Cross Ludhiana, they have both, uh, but managing both of them is totally different. It's not, it's really not possible to be, until unless yes a big body is doing that, it is difficult, I guess. And I don't see much of intermingling between old people and children.
Absolutely, being a doctor, you will be knowing more than
So
me.
it's a
So
ground
I'm
level
just
work which we do every day. We see so many
right.
things. We work in orphanages. So yes, not like not a big thing which will happen. No.
So I would also like to ask you about that girl. Like, what is she doing now? You have mentioned in one of your videos that you have met a girl who became mother at the age of 10. Now, what is she doing and how is she now?
I didn't follow because we keep these things secret. We don't
Okay,
reveal the things, and we do not. I mean, she must be. She'll be fine, but
that's
we
good.
don't
That's
reveal
that's what I
all
wanted
these
to
things.
know. Yeah, I just pray that she's fine and keep doing more work like that and inspiring us, because I will repeatedly say that you are like a person whom the world needs. Like more people like you should be joining you. And what else, madam? Like what else are you like planning? Do you have any other future plans like regarding this, like doing something, starting on of your own, any NGO or kind of thing?
No, I have my own NGO, which is called Cleo
Okay.
Care Welfare Association, where
Okay.
I basically see nothing is one. It is all teamwork. If my
Hmm.
5 orphanages were never working, I can't do anything alone. If my other members of child welfare committee or everybody, every person in the, is equally important. I have a, welfare association where I basically collect funds for the treatment of poor children. So I'm an ICU specialist. That means I take care of very sick children. So I have a 45 bedded ICU for in a hospital called Cleo Mother and Child Institute, Ludhiana. So I take care of very sick children. We have children from underprivileged backgrounds also who are very sick. So we try and collect funds to treat them. And then I treat all the orphans in my hospital, whoever is there. And other than that, I collect funds for the treatment of for these vocational workshops, which I've been conducting for these kids. And my teachers are doing a great job. I mean, they basically, some are volunteers, some we pay, and but all the material, everything we're trying to teach them these vocational skills. So that's the vision of Cleo Care Welfare Association. But this is one name which I have, but there's so many facets where I've been working, and I've been working with so many organizations: SGB Foundation, Heavenly Angels Doraha, Balaji Ashram Ludhiana. Everybody is interlinked, and each person in that group is equally important, because
Right.
you alone cannot win the journey. 1 plus 1 is 11. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 211. So that's how things work. And yes, everybody is so precious, because without the support, this is actually not possible. Even in my doctors in my hospital, they have been very
Right.
supportive. My teammates for Dr. Vikas, they have been very supportive in, treating every child I get sometimes, So this is all, uh, everything is good around me, to be very honest. God has
That's
been
so
kind.
sweet.
That, there are very bad days, ma'am. There are very bad days when we see a child abused. We feel
Yeah.
what is happening. There's so many days which, don't feel like sleeping for three days because you've seen an abused child. But I always feel there's light at the end of the tunnel. You have to find that light and move on. My focus is, that the kids should stand on their feet again and start running again, because good things, bad things happen to everybody. Something
Mhm.
sometimes very horrible, sometimes very bad, but yes, we have no option but to move on. Life is just about moving on and conquer whatever has happened.
So true, so true. I was just, mesmerized by your thought because you have seen so much in life and still you are giving this message to everybody watching the session today that we should never lose hope and we should move on and, continue our journey ahead. So the thing is, madam, I'm really happy that you joined me today. And the people who are watching, you are an icon of women empowerment. And I would be glad if anybody reaches out to you by watching this video and we can help you in any way possible. Thank you so much for joining me today, madam.
Thank you. I just want to say, you have kids around you, you have animals around you, everybody
Right.
has. You just need eyes to look. Where
Absolutely.
once you have the vision that, you want to help, suppose you want to help animals or you want to help children, God gives you the strength, opens
Hmm.
the way on its own. You just have the vision and you start working. You will feel many a times you're alone, but no, eventually, जो whatever is there in your mind, it happens. अच्छा करने
Absolutely.
से लोग होता है. And I don't think so. We need a lot of time for this. I'm an ICU specialist. If I can do
Hmm.
this much, yes, everybody can do a little bit. And कोई चीज छोटी बड़ी नहीं होती. It's not small or
Hmm.
big.
Hmm.
Even if you do one small thing for a child, it matters. Even if you change one life, it definitely matters.
It matters. Every single help counts actually. तो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं होता है कि it's not only about child, I would say it's about everybody. Like if you can help, if even a single person out there, it will definitely help. For example, if you are seeing it's, and actually मैम यहाँ पे एक बात मैं रेज करना चाहूंगी. It's uh, एक बात में हम लोग बोलते हैं कि इक्वेलिटी मैटर्स. चाइल्ड का तो ठीक है, चलो अलग है. मैं थोड़ा सा अभी इक्वेलिटी के बारे में थोड़ा बात करती हूँ. दैट वी नीड इक्वेलिटी. ठीक है, लेकिन बस में एक लड़का भी बीमार हो सकता है ना. हो सकता है कि बस पे हम ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, एक बच्चा जो कि कॉलेज गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स है, एक लड़का भी बीमार हो सकता है. सो व्हाई नॉट स्टैंड अप. ए गर्ल कैन आल्सो स्टैंड अप एंड गिव द सीट टू हिम बिकॉज इवन ही इज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग. ही माइट फील, उसका भी बीपी लो हो सकता है या हाई हो सकता है. सो इट्स अबाउट ह्यूमैनिटी. वी शुड ऑल हेल्प ईच अदर. एंड आई थिंक ये छोटी छोटी चीजें ना उनको भी मोटिवेट करेंगे कि नहीं, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ था. आई हैव सीन पीपल हेल्पिंग मी. one day, that day I was being helped when I was not feeling well. So now it is my responsibility when I'm seeing someone else who is not in a good condition and I am in a little better position and I can help that person. So agar hum sab aisa karne lage to I think the world will must be a better place for all of us to live.
आई ऑलवेज बिलीव कि अगर किसी भी टेररिस्ट को पीडियाट्रिक इंटेंसिविस्ट बना दिया जाए एक दिन के लिए, तो वो दोबारा कभी गोली नहीं चला पाएगा. बिकॉज वी वर्क सो हार्ड, सो मेनी डेज, मंथ्स टू सेव अ लाइफ. एक
Right.
जान बचाने के लिए कितनी रातें लगती हैं और एक जान गंवाने के लिए कुछ मिनट लगते हैं.
It's
It's
been
just what you value in life. You value life, you value happiness, or you value your egos, you value power, you value angers. It's just about that.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree with you. क्योंकि every person अंदर से बाहर से कुछ भी हो अंदर से there is a positive side of him or her. जो एक टेररिस्ट भी है उसका भी कोई रीजन रहा होगा कि वो टेररिस्ट बना है. तो इफ वी कैन ब्रिंग आउट द गुड साइड इन दोज पीपल आई थिंक बहुत अच्छा रहेगा हमारे लिए. एंड आप जैसे मोटिवेट कर रही है लोगों को और आपकी स्टोरी जो है जो कि जैसे कि इंस्पायर कर रही है लोगों को, आई विश कि और लोगों तक पहुंचे एंड हम लोग और भी बच्चों को हेल्प कर पाए. बिकॉज इट्स नॉट अबाउट ओनली लुधियाना और पंजाब. कितने सारे अभी ऐसे
Even.
केसेस हैं आसपास में. देयर आर सो मेनी प्लेसेस आउट देयर कि जहाँ पे बच्चों को कितना हेल्प चाहिए हो सकता है एंड वी कैन हेल्प देम इन सो मेनी वेज. इवन इफ वी कैन फीड देम वन प्लेट ऑफ फूड फॉर ए सिंगल डे, दैट ऑल्सो आई थिंक भगवान हमें
Definitely.
आशीर्वाद देगा.
Definitely.
आई थिंक जरूर जी. तो थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी टुडे. इट वाज लवली स्पीकिंग टू यू. Really, I would like to do another session with you, and we will try to bring out more topics which can help the people. And also, yeah, it was a mental health awareness session. So I think आपकी जो story है, it can be like better. कि आपने जैसे लाइफ को फेस किया and how you are helping. And what will be your message to the women listening, especially today? Last message, to the especially to the women.
Women is the most beautiful soul. We are very lucky to be women. We are here to love. We are here to spread happiness. And with our work, with our life, with our loved ones, never give up. जैसे मौसम से एक सा नहीं रहता है, लाइफ भी एक सी नहीं रहती है. There's a quote by Paulo Coelho: we all give up just at the dawn, just before the sunrise. Never give up. Times can be very hard, but God has given each of us power to overcome that. And it is inside. It is inside us, and change the world the way you want to see it in your dreams. It is actually possible. You can't change the entire world, but you can change a few lives. Never give up. And equality, I don't know what is this word equality, but we as women have a lot of power, and lot of we can do a lot of things. So just go ahead, spread happiness, spread love, and you can bear anything and you can overcome anything in your life. You just need to work hard.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Thank
joining
you.
me. Have a lovely evening. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Okay. Jai Hind.
Bye bye.
Bye.